very good evening. Welcome to UBC News Tonight at 10 p.m. My name is Sharon Chondisha, and we're going to take a look at the headlines for today. Coming up, President Yoweri Museveni meets with Bunyoro sub-region leaders in Masindi. Owuntubulamu initiative launched to tackle declining moral values in society. And still to come, fisheries issued 7 days ultimatum to Fisheries Ministry to lift ban on Harrier method. In our sports stories, Blacks Power FC Panthers partners with Mountain Meru Millers to promote football development. Today, President Yoweri Museveni this weekend convened a meeting with leaders from the Bunyoro sub-region, urging them to promote the ideals of development, unity and prosperity. The meeting took place at the Masindi 5-star Hotel on Friday, September 20th, 2024, and was attended by ministers, members of parliament, as well as religious, cultural and opinion leaders. Details follow.
This weekend, President Yoweri Museveni visited Masindi and met with leaders from Bunyoro sub-region. The gathering included religious leaders, politicians and cultural figures. Those in attendance included Finance Minister Matia Kasaija and Minister of Youth and Children Affairs Dr. Baramba Rugara Atenyi, both of whom contributed to the discussions.
Right budget here wakabata ile musende kandi wasazamu right baganga bakaba Matia Kasaija alabe president akaziyamu so mulingo honorable Matia Kasaija akika alani tukwenda kumusaba sente zaite za Masinda azigale ndo tusobole kugala irwaro eraro limu kiri kuzoka kulonje president
sente zo bakazituha twabanza kutunga kutweka bilioni emo baitu tuliyo netupulaninga na minister wabibyomwezi muhukumule mulebe kutina tuliyo tumanyire kurungi erwale lero tukwija.
During the meeting, Bunyoro leaders reminded the president of several pending pledges from his office that are yet to be fulfilled.
Construction of Rensororo Bridge linking Masindi to Chiwaga and Chankwanzi districts, that was during 2016 presidential campaigns at Kingura Primary School. It's not yet fulfilled, Your Excellency. The 20 million shillings to Masindi Youth Boda Association.
They sought for his attention on pressing issues such as infrastructure, education and tourism.
Requests from each district, Kiryandongo district, upgrading of Chigumba Area Center 3 to Area Center 4 to serve Uganda Cooperative College, Uganda Petroleum Institute and the entire Kibanda South, which automatically decongests the main hospital of Kiryandongo, which handles a number of patients arising from the highway accidents. Bulisa district, Bulisa's priority is a vocational institute for skilling the youth for job creation. Your Excellency, as you are aware, Bulisa depends on the fishing. Now the fish have been depleted and our youth, especially those out of school who did not manage to go for further studies, are stuck. They don't have any nearby vocational trainings.
President Museveni expressed gratitude to the sub-region for its long-standing support of the NRM government. However, he noted that despite ongoing government investments in the region through various areas, there remains a lack of commitment to development within the communities, attributing this to poor mindsets and political maneuvering. He urged the religious and cultural leaders to also promote the message of development. Museveni emphasized the importance of educating the populace about household income, stating that with the availability of resources such as oil roads, schools, health centers and electricity, there should be no excuses for stagnation. The president's key points were further articulated in a public speech he delivered at Boma Grounds in Masindi during this year's Bunyoro sub-region Youth Empowerment Rally.
Ekigambo ekindi no obuheereza services ebyamagara ebyobwomezi ebyokusoma ebyemyoyo, ebyedini, ebyo byona biri omu buhereza.
The president was invited to Masindi by Minister Dr. Barombo Rugahara. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Now, the Nawagirika Development Foundation, in collaboration with the United Nations Development Programme, has launched the nationwide Ubuntu Bulamu program aimed at promoting values and ethics essential for sustainable development in Uganda. The Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Betty Amongi, represented Vice President Jessica Lupo and emphasized the importance of integrating Ubuntu Bulamu into all institutions, ministries, departments and agencies to foster peace and inclusive societies.
The launch of the Ubuntu Bulamu program is said to be a significant event in Uganda's development landscape, uniting key stakeholders to promote values and ethics for sustainable progress.
The experiences lived call for us to rebuild and strengthen our human values. The revival of Ubuntu Bulamu is one of the pathways to fostering a culture that promotes ethics, integrity, peace, and sustainable development.
The Nawagirika of Uganda, Her Royal Highness Sylvia Nagenda, explained that the initiative should serve as a cornerstone in addressing current societal challenges, including instability, corruption, and violence.
It will be easier to address serious challenges in society today, such as corruption, violence, climate change, and environmental degradation, and thereby nurture accountability, responsible citizenship, and inclusive development.
Minister Betty Amongi, representing Vice President Major Jessica Alupo, underscored the necessity of embedding Ubuntu Bulamu within all governmental and institutional frameworks to create a unified approach to peace building and social cohesion.
Government is committed to ensuring that this program is integrated in all our learning and in all institutional structure and practices, and I commit as the Vice President to have an interministerial engagement to ensure that they are integrated in the institutions and MDS of government.
She urged Ugandans to embrace traditional values aligned with the principles of Ubuntu Bulamu, while discarding those that impede progress.
We should not adopt modernity for its own sake. Rather, we do so because we feel these values will make our lives better. In the same way, we should not abandon our traditional values simply because we live in a modern, different age. We should only drop what is harmful and no longer helpful. We should uphold what is valuable.
The Ubuntu Bulamu program aims to cultivate a culture of empathy, cooperation, and social responsibility. This aligns with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which stress the importance of promoting peaceful and inclusive society for sustainable development.
Bulamu to the work of UNDP, particularly the Sustainable Development Goals, and in particular SDG 16, which is about peace, justice, and strong institutions, seeks to promote peaceful and inclusive societies, ensure access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable institutions at all levels, is interlinked.
The Ubuntu Bulamu initiative is a collaborative effort involving the Nawagirika Development Foundation, 9 cultural institutions, and the United Nations Development Programme. The foundation has outlined key strategies to ensure the program's success.
Promote and increase awareness of Ubuntu Bulamu as a tool for development. Engage and educate targeted groups on the values of Ubuntu Bulamu. Advocate for the adoption of Ubuntu Bulamu in all sectors and at all levels of society. And strengthen the institutional capacity of cultural institutions to deliver the program.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
In more stories, security operatives in Teso have decided to launch joint operations to tackle the insecurity caused by the youth in the 2 sub-regions. This decision follows observations that the rising insecurity, particularly in Teso, is linked to young people smoking opium, which has led to restrictions on free movements in the villages. Watch.
In response to the recent emergence of organized youth gang groups in the Teso sub-region, locally known as Owokiwok and Okok, security officials have convened a closed-door meeting to plan joint operations aimed at apprehending and penalizing the offenders.
We decided to come up with an action plan and to make sure that that insecurity caused by our own children is stopped. And what really influences them is the opium. So we've resolved to one, to conduct operations designed to arrest all these criminals, and including their parents who have allowed them to do what they want to do against other people. And secondly, that all disco places, video halls, if a youth who is school going is found in that place, they will be arrested. But then also the owner of that place, entertainment place, will be arrested and face the law. The other people, those ones who are growing opium and selling them, will be apprehended. And intelligence has already profiled all of them. We know them, and we're just going for them. I think the other thing we looked at is about young people going into parties, which they are not even invited, and go there to disturb people, cause chaos and beat up people. Should your child be found in a party where you are not in as a parent, then the child will be arrested and you will also be arrested. And why you allowed your child to go into where he or she is not supposed to be. Most important of all is that we shall make sure that all school-going children are in school. The police has to be supported by UPDF because they have some challenge on manpower. But UPDF is going to support them to make sure that this place is cleaned up and people do the right thing. And we shall be reviewing it after 1 month.
According to Lieutenant General Peter Elwelu, security forces are currently mobilizing resources and personnel to effectively carry out these operations.
The operation is with immediate effect, but we shall be having a special operation, which may be launched in October, a special one. Right now we're mobilizing resources, including manpower, to go to all areas as intelligence. What intelligence is doing now is to get all those areas, black spots where these people are doing, all those bars and the entertainment places where they are, where they collect themselves. So that is their work. So that when we launch this operation, we know where to go and whom to arrest.
The meeting brought together resident district commissioners, UPDF commanders, the regional intelligence security officer, police officials, and various political leaders from Teso and Karamoja. Charity Marion Imnat and Emity Laksalomu for UBC News.
The Minister of State for Information, Technology and National Guidance, Godfrey Kabianga Baluku, has pledged government support and funding for projects aimed at enhancing the value of banana production. Speaking at the launch of the Banatex EA project, Kabianga emphasized the importance of innovation in transforming agricultural waste into valuable products. Details follow.
The Banatex East Africa project seeks to address the growing global demand for fiber by producing high-quality spinable fiber from banana residues. This initiative is expected to bridge the gap between fiber demand and supply, offering a sustainable alternative while creating economic opportunities for banana farmers. The project team lead, Dr. Edwin Kamara, highlighted that this initiative aligns with the government's broader strategy to boost agro-industrialization and innovation with a focus on sustainability.
It's a project funded by the UK government to a tune of £600,000. Within this project, we're aiming at transforming waste banana stems into fiber that can be used to make textiles like shirts, stockings, jeans, and other products.
The Minister of State for Information Technology and National Guidance, Godfrey Kabyanga Baluko, assured stakeholders that the government would provide the necessary support.
The government is committed on developing the banana as one of a major cash crop in this country, and that government is ready to support all these initiatives to turn around the banana and not to look at it as food, but to really look at it as a cash crop that can bring in a lot of money.
Kabyanga also discouraged the cultivation of coffee on a small scale, stating that its long harvesting time often leads to food shortages in communities.
And you know, it takes 6 months to grow and harvest. And a kilo of cotton last season, I think, it went up to around 2,000 shillings per kilogram. It implies per acre, the farmer was getting 800,000. And this is a farmer who has rented land at 200,000. So just as the president has said, let us give cotton to extensive farmers. Those who have a lot of land, 100 acres and above. But these smallholders, I'm decampaigning that cotton, and I will continue decampaigning it.
The Banatex East Africa project is viewed as a pioneering effort in East Africa, with the potential to revolutionize the textile industry and contribute to Uganda's economic growth through environmentally friendly practices.
But if we are lucky, by the end of this project fund, if we are lucky and we have an investor or we have extra funds from government, then this project should go to another stage which we call spinning, where we can produce the yarns or threads ourselves and be able to do weaving, do knitting, and produce fabrics which we can sell locally or even in international markets.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
In more stories, now patch fishers, traders and suppliers represented by the Importer Conservation and Stakeholders Association have issued a 7-day ultimatum to the Ministry of Fisheries. They are seeking clarification regarding a recent directive from the Fisheries Protection Unit Commander that lifted the ban on the hurry-up fishing method for silverfish. This method has previously been prohibited due to its harmful effects on lake ecosystems. Details follow.
And then silverfishers go.
A recent directive from the Fisheries Protection Unit lifting the ban on the hurry-up fishing method for silverfish has rubbed fishermen the wrong way. The decision reportedly sparked mixed reactions with various stakeholders, including legislators and Nile perch fisheries, that have expressed their opposition, urging that the hurry-up method depletes the lake's resources and could jeopardize the country's Nile perch exports.
They get our nets in the waters. For them, they just cut off the nets. After cutting the nets, there's no our Nile perch will be attracted with our nets. So we end up making all the losses. At the end of the day, we have to pay taxes.
Abagezaako okutukoonaganya mu mulimu gwaffe ekisobola okutuyamba ffenna kwe kutuula awaki awamu. Omuntu yenna ali mu kkubo ly'okusaanyaawo empuuta abeera mulabe waffe.
The Importer Conservation and Stakeholders Association, led by Chairperson James Kalemera, is particularly worried about potential financial losses if the method is reinstated.
Ne gavumenti yaffe ebyobululu tubijje mu nnyanja omuntu okukuwa ennaku ebbiri kale tetukiganye zikoma ddi zitandika ddi.
And our stand is that we are not stopping anybody to fish what? Mukene. But we are saying the method and the gear, the method which is a hurry up, active care pulling, we are opposing it.
They have threatened to take legal action if the ministry does not address their concerns within the 7-day time frame.
If Madam Massa doesn't come out to stop these people with hurry-up method, we are also going to sue her to the court to tell us why is she working like this, because what she is telling people to do is illegal with the government of Uganda.
Because we need to be heard. So because we want to be heard, we want to know why they are refusing our views or our opinions and so forth.
tufune bannamateeka abaffe tubawa amaloboozi ga Masse ge yakozesezza ng'ata ab'envuba ya hali yapo mu nnyanja kuba ogwo si mulimu gwe okukozesa obubi woofiisi owawaabirwa ate era tumuwaabire ng'omuntu aveeyo annyonnyole.
Bagambye bagenda kuntwala mu kkooti ku lw'ennaku 2 nti mpozzi ennaku 2 ezo nziyimirize sijja ziyimiriza. Ensonga eno President agimanyi.
The State Minister for Fisheries, Helena Doa, reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to upholding the ban on the hurry-up method and assured that they will collaborate with the Fisheries Protection Unit commander to reach a final resolution by next week.
Now, if a FPU commander gave instructions to use the same hurry-up method, then we are going to harmonize it. We are going to harmonize it. By Tuesday, we would have come up with the right position, and we shall communicate to the country.
Charity Marion Imnat and Sulaka Gugube, UBC News.
Early marriages and early pregnancies continue to hinder the education sector in Kasese district, resulting into a significant number of school dropouts. This issue was highlighted during a Girls Festival dialogue held at Nkaiga Primary School, Kasese district. Take a look.
Statistics indicate that Kasese district is one of the areas in Uganda with a high prevalence of early marriages and pregnancies, which severely impacts educational progress. An education officer in Kasese district, James Tumushime, shared these insights during the event.
This week, we are here for a special partnership activity with our friends of Save the Children in Uganda. We are here to increase voice for the young women and girls in this region. We are here to encourage support, to encourage education, to make sure that girls stay longer in school. Girls are supported to prevent early marriage, prevent teenage pregnancy. Girls are protected from sexual and gender-based violence in all its forms. We are here to say that girls are as important as men and boys. We are here to say that we all have a contribution to make to protect the lives of women and girls.
At the Girls Festival dialogue organized by Reach a Hand Uganda in collaboration with Save the Children International, Ruth Lambogo, the Community Development Officer for Maliwa Sub-County, noted that her area experiences high school dropout rates due to early teenage pregnancies.
In 2017, we were reading because the statistics were reading that Kasese district is the 3rd in Uganda. Then Maliwa Sub-County was the 3rd in Kasese district. So many children who drop out of school, they end up nowhere. Many of them have not been in school because of their parents not giving in a hand to lead them complete school.
The Executive Director of Kilembe Investments, Jane Birunji, urged students to avoid behaviors that could lead to early marriage and pregnancies, encouraging them instead to focus on their education.
Define your vision today. Define your destiny today. You want to be someone. You want to be somewhere. This goes with discipline. This goes with hard work. This goes with resilience and commitment to being alive.
Reverend Betty Mbabu, the mayor of the Mothers Union, emphasized the importance of empowering boys as well to help them build better futures.
Our boys are in trouble. Friends, as we look up to Eriwa teacher Abanabo Bukari, even our boys are in trouble because some of these girls bakate butingaba nabo bulume.
Kasese Education Officer Rugarama John called on development partners to expand their sensitization campaigns throughout the district to protect learners from these challenges.
Encourage and request Reach a Hand to have more and more festivals in the district, to encourage more schools, because we may be talking about Maliwa today, tomorrow will be another sub-county. We may be talking about that sub-county, tomorrow will be another district.
Charity Marion Imnat and Moses Mutabali for UBC.
The chairperson of the Muslim Parliamentary Caucus, Asman Basalirwa, has urged the Muslim community to embody the attributes of Prophet Muhammad in order to combat the rising conflicts amongst Muslims in the country. He emphasized that all humans are equal before Allah and should promote values of love and tolerance during this Unity Week. This was during the launch of Islamic Unity Week organized by the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran in Uganda to commemorate the legacy of Prophet Muhammad worldwide.
Muslims in Uganda are joining the global community to celebrate Islamic Unity Week, aimed at honoring the legacy of Prophet Muhammad within the Islamic faith.
The bonds among Muslims, and we must seize this moment to solidify the foundations of Islamic unity.
The ambassador of Algeria, Omokren Mauredi, highlighted the significance of commemorating Islamic Unity Week in fostering cohesion within the Islamic faith. The chairperson of the Muslim Parliamentary Caucus, Honorable Asmani Basalira, who attended the event, urged Muslims to uphold the values of love and tolerance to resolve disputes within the community.
For each of us to pick one attribute as we remember the Prophet. What do you want to remember the Prophet about, you who is here? If you're a father, are you going to be a good father? If you're a husband, are you going to be a good husband? If you're a leader, are you going to exercise justice?
He also advised the youth to remain vigilant and seize available opportunities to improve their living standards.
We are coming to elections in 2026. Offer yourselves to contest for various positions. But if you look on, some of you even kill yourselves. Strive to be part of those who give and not those who are given.
Other delegates noted the global bloodshed, particularly in Palestine, has increased due to lack of humanity among people, underscoring the need for collaborative efforts to address wars and conflict.
Like in Uganda and the Middle East, to go and arbitrate in Muslim conflicts in our Muslim countries.
One unit, when we see Muslim children dying, and we got used to see that daily without any movement.
It was human to everyone, the Christian, the pagan, the what, everyone was at peace when he was still there. But what is happening right now?
The 38th International Islamic Unity Conference is currently being held in Tehran, Iran, under the theme Islamic Cooperation for Achieving Common Values, with an emphasis on the Palestine issues. Susan Inabugude, for UBC News.
The Uganda Blood Transfusion Service has commended the Indian Association of Uganda for its commitment and the remarkable success of its blood donation drive across the country. Over a span of 2 weeks, the Indian community mobilized an impressive 10,000 units of blood. And of course, this is very commendable. We have a detailed report on this story.
That's all. Thank you very much.
The Indian Association in Uganda achieved a collection of 10,000 units of blood in just 2 weeks, garnering praise from the Uganda Blood Transfusion Services. The Executive Director of the Uganda Blood Transfusion Services, Dr. Dorothy Cheune Biabazaire, lauded the Indian community for its significant contributions to both business and humanitarian efforts in Uganda.
Given us donor awards, and realize that when there are donor awards, then the communities are responsive to donate blood. So we are imploring the Indian Association to continue with this noble cause, because when schools are on holiday, we get a real challenge. Communities to get blood from them, they want something for something.
The team leader of the drive, Jatindi Hudan, confirmed the impressive donation figures, while the Honorary Secretary of the Indian Association shared ambitious plans for future blood donation drives aimed at alleviating blood shortages in Uganda.
Get maximum number of units. Donors were there who supported us with the kits to motivate the blood donors, and we had UBTS and us, we selected best locations where we can get maximum units of blood. So it was a complete teamwork from all sides, UBTS, the Indian Association, our donors, our partners.
And the capacity to drive for such a blood collection, getting out from the society without awards are become very difficult for them. So we are here to compliment them and we are here to support them. So the blood donation drive will continue for us as long as there is a shortage and as long as there is a demand for the blood. So
the High Commissioner of India in Uganda attributed the drive's success to the strong relationship between the Ugandan and Indian governments, emphasizing the impact of community-driven initiatives in addressing critical health needs.
To promote awareness about blood donation in Uganda, as you mentioned, there is still a shortage of blood, and many people are not aware. For example,
the Uganda Blood Transfusion Service operates a network of 8 regional blood banks and 6 blood collection centers throughout the country, including locations in Arua, Fort Portal, Gulu, Chitovu, Mbale, Mbarara, and Nakasero, along with 14 permanent donor centers to ensure convenient access to blood donation facilities nationwide. Robert Katamba, UBC News.
Masharuka Girls Secondary School in Shema District receives computers worth millions from I&M Bank, meant to aid their day-to-day learning. According to most of the students, this will go a long way in helping them research at school and computer-related lessons. Take a look.
I&M Bank Uganda CEO Robin Besto and his team donated over 16 brand new computers to Masheruka Girls School in Shema in a bid to encourage the girl children to embrace computer literacy. Mr. Robin Besto says this will go a long way in making learning simplified for these girls.
The bank uses at a minimum 3% of our net profit, which goes towards corporate social responsibility. And that means the more profit we make, the more money we can donate into CSR. Another key feature which we'll be doing today is a symbolic planting of a tree, because this is a school, a place of learning. It's here to grow people, and the tree will be a symbolism of that growth.
The enthusiastic students expressed their gratitude for the new addition to their learning.
We are blessed in that we have formed a club. It is called Computer Wizards Linda Vision. So everyone who is there outside and wants to support the club, maybe you want to add more, because as of now we are having like 3 computers and they're a bit enough. But we really request for more help if you can give us more computers so that the people, the students, even the teachers as well, can take part in the technology of our school.
And we can't take it for granted because it is all vital, and they have supported us in many ways. For example, the Wizards League, the club that we have, it is bringing us more closer to the world. It is making us get exposed, and we are like other students out there.
The school headmistress, Dr. Catherine Wajira, says the new computers will increase productivity in the school for both teachers and learners.
And these computers have increased our productivity as a school. It has improved the quality of teaching and learning, since they allow us to do the research in time, and also it has increased our networking.
During the donation, the I&M Bank team planted trees at the school premises in the spirit of environment conservation. Marion Awori for UBC.
Yellow, this is MTN. We are currently in Nakaloke, Mbale District, Bilari Nursery and Primary School. We are here to award a winner, and our winner happens to be Mubaraka Hadija.
Naine mukwano gwange ne mugamba konti aba MTN bankubidde esimu ne bangamba nsasudde school fees era ndi muwanguzi. Nadamu nangamba ati aba bafere. Nze ne mugamba nti naye wabanga bafere. Bangambe bagenda kujja school fees wange bamuleete. Kandi ndo olunaku olwo banaaba baleeta school fees awo ndyoke nzikize nti si bafere. Abazadde abali eyo mbagamba beeyongere okukozesa MTN Momo okusasula school fees w'abaana baabwe, bajja kuba bawanguzi nga nange weepangudde olunaku lwa leero.
Abantu bawangula *165*8 #80# osasule school fees. Kozesa ne Momo app osasule school fees.
Together, we're unstoppable.
Ngalu, ngalu, ngalu.
It's true what people say, that when I wash and you wash your hands with soap, we'll have less infections as Ugandans. After all, it's hands that handle money. It's hands that feed us. Hands that prepare soil for farming. Hands that we use to learn. And hands that we use for fun.
When I wash and you wash, it means clean hands for all. So, wash your hands with soap and clean water regularly to keep away infections and disease-causing germs. This message is from the National Hand Washing Secretariat with support from UNICEF. Namunkekela Agro-Processing Industries Limited, NAPIL, presents the Namunkekela Liaoshen Industrial Park Trade Show and Bazaar under the theme Celebrating Local and Foreign Investment on Friday 27th to Saturday 28th September 2024 at Kapeka Industrial Park starting at 9 a.m. Entrance is free. Are you a business person, school, or consumer of authentic Ugandan products? Don't miss this chance for incredible discounts on premium items like ceramic tiles, electricals, garments, shoes, bags, TVs, agriculture tools, dried mangoes, and pineapples. Guests of honor are Minister for Investment, Honorable Evelyn Anite, and the Chief Coordinator Operation Wealth Creation, General Salim Saleh. Come and enjoy Uganda's top artists. Would you like to exhibit? Call 0783-293-348 or 0757-896-914. Kapeka, the center for all your quality products.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks, Kubei Dondolo. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100*21# and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. Now, writing a business plan is a crucial first step in starting a business, and engaging in agriculture as a business is vital for the economic revival of rural communities. Against this backdrop, Chifutuko Emmanuel, a resident of Buchaye village in Igange, established a 2-acre farm based on his business plan. His firm attracts farmers from Uganda and beyond, eager to learn how to implement agronomic practices that boost income.
And from his job, Kifutuko Emmanuel decided to engage in agriculture as a business. He began by writing a business plan, which he follows.
When you have a plan, you actually plan for where resources are going to come from. For example, the land, the money, the labor, the expertise.
He started his farm in 2021.
The January 18th riot, which was in Luka, people were rioting. I was making planting holes of the coffee.
To earn more from 2 acres, Chifutuko opted to add value to all the farm produce.
I vowed not to sell coffee as coffee, but I will sell it as value-added coffee. And indeed, I have not diverted from my work plan that I made too. When I add value to coffee, I get much more profits than when I'm selling cherry.
4 years since it was established, the farm produces 800 kilograms of coffee every year. They sell each kilogram of coffee at 40,000 shillings after adding value. The farm also produces chili, from which he earns 10 million shillings every year.
In my first plan, I mapped out stakeholders as the most important stakeholder in my business was the government.
This has helped him to improve yields on the farm.
This coffee was got from UCDA under the government program, together with an irrigation system, which was also given to me by UGIFT program. to help us be resilient on the climate change that is the order of the day.
He also earns from agro-tourism.
We have come all the way from Soroti to learn, and then what we see from here we are going to replicate. We are going to pass it on to our farmers. That is why we are here for this learning visit.
Chief Utukwa does not work alone, but also interested his neighbors to join agriculture.
We first look for social security. If we are doing a project alone, then these other farmers, these other people whom you are living will become a threat to you.
To expand his market, he purchased land in a busy center where he has established an outlet.
So this is the marketing center as well as a processing center. We are also venturing into coffee consumption through promoting local coffee consumption. This is a double group machine.
Chief Utukwa advises those in employment to plan for their future.
The day you get a job is the first day you start to plan for your exit. Because just, time will come either by circumstance or by time that you will leave that office. But if you leave that office, where else are you going?
If you intend to join commercial agriculture, you can borrow a leaf from Chief Utukwa Emmanuel's experience to earn more from a small piece of land. Priscilla Namara reporting.
The East Africa UK Tourism and Culture Expo 2024 is here, happening on 8th and 9th of November 2024 under the theme Enhancing Tourism as Engine for Social and Economic Transformation on the sidelines of WTM London at the Rembrandt Hotel, 11th Thurlow, PI South Kensington, London, SW7 2RS, United Kingdom. For tickets, exhibitors will pay £1,000 and participants will pay £300. For more information, call +256 787 096 100 or +254 795 806 969. Visit www.eauktourismexpo.com to register.
Welcome back to our sports stories. The Uganda Football Fraternity has today witnessed the 2024 annual general meeting that was hosted at HB Hotel in Hoima. Members discussed pertinent issues, notably the delayed disbursement of sponsorship money from StarTimes. Take a look.
With no Uganda Premier League action across the country, focus switched to the annual general meeting hosted at HB Hotel in Hoima. Members discussed pertinent issues, notably the delayed disbursement of sponsorship money from StarTimes. The other issue that took long deliberations and in need of a quick fix to save football in Uganda was taxation by Uganda Revenue Authority that leaves the club's coffers drained to levels of delayed or non-payment of staff, especially players.
Systems, the catapult, the data collecting system. The league has started. I don't know whether you will give us some insight on the timelines when we'll have it ready, because now, if we don't have it and the league has started, it puts us in a very, very awkward situation, because some of us had wanted to procure systems that can help us to analyze or to collect data.
Is concerned, just to give information to Chair Wakiso. FUFA Super League has performed all its obligations, and StarTimes' complaint is not that FUFA Super League has failed to perform.
Nga bwe twayogerwako mu contract sente si bwe zijja, sente bwe ziba zakkirizibwa nti zijja kujja kwotale n'ekyo ekitundu kituuka nga teziriiwo, kyokka ne lwe ziba zizze ate era kwoota emu ate ne bagitemaatemamu kwotaazi endala.
Federation of Uganda Football Association's third Vice President, Nachiwala Chiyingi, reiterated the Federation's commitment to helping clubs thrive.
To the Assembly to revoke some of the projections that had been made, because these projections are premised on also other promises such as government intervention and other stakeholders, which never tally with our deadlines. So to this, I'm specifically talking about the promise of the 50 million to not only to the Premier League clubs, but to all members of the Assembly.
Uganda Premier League President Arinaitwe Rugendo thanked club proprietors for their effort and advised them to adopt youth and women football teams to meet international requirements.
Enhancing the league's visibility through media partnerships and digital platforms. Here I'm glad to note that we have FUFA TV. There are some of you who are not using it maximally. Much as your games are there, we feel that we can cooperate. And Madam, I think that should be another area. We should also have days when the chairmen come and they talk about their clubs.
The Uganda Premier League this season is of 16 teams and is in its second match day, with National Enterprises Corporation FC leading with 6 points. These clubs include new entrants Mbale Heroes, Lugazi FC and Police FC.
Thank you so much for watching UBC News Tonight. My name is Sharon Chamdusha from the team, and I have a lovely night and a blessed Sunday. Bye-bye.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Have you seen anywhere in the beauty context, either Miss World, Miss Uganda, 40 women